sloppy wrestling and Japanese wrestlers we've never heard of. It's another edition of Aew Dynamite, baby.
12th of July, normally that's a day where you celebrate in Northern Ireland, but there's nothing to celebrate when you need to sit on Wednesday night and watch 2 hours of this garbage. Probably the only show today in wrestling that can match Monday Night Raw in terms of being painful and horrible to watch. I get it, Rampage sucks, but at least Rampage is only 1 hour. With Dynamite, it does drag on. It's not quite as bad as Raw, because it's got the hour less, but I think I'd rather watch Monday Night Raw.
I'd rather watch none, preferably, but, you know, I actually think I'd rather watch Dynamite.
I feel like on Raw, at least I know that you could maybe get, McMahon could maybe come out and just fire the whole roster. I mean, what's going to happen on AEW Dynamite? Tony Khan comes out and gives everyone a pay fucking rise?
I'll say, I feel like AEW is that bad, it's almost comedy. I feel like with Raw, it's that bad, it's just bad. So that's what I'll say.
Well, this was a bad show. Let's get into it. Match number 1, Chris Jericho versus Commander with Alex Abrahantes. I don't know who Alex Abrahantes is. I barely even know who fucking Commander is. So
these days, we don't even know who Chris Jericho is. Just some fat guy.
What the hell has happened to you, Chris? We get the match. Chris Jericho just doesn't move that good anymore.
It's not even that. It's a sloppy match. They botched everything. Codebreaker was botched. It's just sloppy.
Yeah, Commander does a mad 450 splash off the top rope. Jericho tries to counter it into a codebreaker in midair. I mean, it didn't look great, but it still should have finished the match. And this Commander guy kicks out, and it's like, look in WWE when Orton was hitting RKOs out of nowhere, off when people were diving in the air. That finished the match. Why is this Commander guy kicking out of Jericho's fucking move?
Codebreaker from the top rope.
I mean, I could understand almost if it was like a Moxley or something like that, you know, or someone that they've put a bit of an Adam Cole, someone that they've put a lot of like time and effort and they've pushed. But this Commander guy, should a Codebreaker in midair not be enough to beat this guy?
It should be. I don't understand why it ain't. And it's not even a case of here, it was a botch, so they wanted to read the night. They're not even that smart in AEW.
Yeah.
Jericho is, but Commander ain't.
Then Commander goes for a Dragon Rana after the top rope. Botched this as well, but Jericho just about managed to hold on to him and turned it into the Lion Tamer and Commander tap. So there you go, your winner, Chris Jericho, via submission, via the Lion Tamer. Why this match happened, I'm not entirely sure. Just seems like a match out of fucking nowhere. Happened for no reason. I mean, is this the best that they've got for Jericho taking on Commander?
I mean, it looks that way. But you know what? Don Callis is here. Oh, Jericho, you remember 1995. And he goes on to mention Bad News Allen, Bad News Brian, the Thrill Seeker. Who cares? It's not even like they're mentioning Jericho in WCW. This is Jericho pre-WCW. What even is this?
I don't know.
It's not even ECW.
It's some shit. Anyway,
whatever shit it is, it's still more legit than this.
Don Callis wants Jericho to join him. Jericho says, aye, we told Bad News Brown we were going to join him and we didn't. We let him down. Maybe we should join up. Jericho pointed out the fact that he's still got all his hair and Dan Callis doesn't. I mean, I can understand them going for a joke here, but it wasn't funny. It felt so fucking random. It's not like when The Rock's ripping the piss out of Kurt Angle in 2002. This just seemed... it was completely at the blue.
I'm not being funny. I actually think Don Callis looks the better part than Jericho.
Definitely. I don't think Don Callis has aged.
Don Callis
looks fucking great.
He has the sunglasses. He wears the suits.
Big scar on his forehead. Don Callis looks
he
like
actually. I was going to say he looks like a star, but I feel like in terms of a manager, he's as good as a manager can look.
I don't know why WWE haven't tried to hire Don Callis. I like the guy. Really good talker. Looks the part. Always comes out dressed in suits. Just looks the business, and I could definitely see him do a job for somebody in WWE. What about maybe sticking with Karrion Kross, since that guy's a fucking loser?
No, I don't want Don Callis to be buried.
I know, but Don Callis seems to tend to go with someone who's got like the not the supernatural thing, but you know, someone who's like a evil bad guy, and I think maybe Don Callis could maybe fit that role.
He could. I'd like him in WWE, but he'd probably be a bit more watered down in WWE. He gets a lot of screen time in AEW.
Well, who would you put him with in WWE? Who would you stick Don Callis with? If he's a manager in WWE, who would you want him to manage? Go, big man, name it. Since Karrion Kross was a shite suggestion.
I could see him. I mean, I don't like Brock to get a manager, but I could see him managing Brock, like a Bobby Lashley or something, Judgment Day.
So basically, you're just going with people that have already had managers like MVP and Paul Heyman. I'm trying to think outside the box.
Yeah, but my opinion is with Brock and Heyman, it got old. I feel.
No, but Karrion Kross has a man. No, he's got a fucking fatty. There's a difference.
No, but Karrion Kross is shite.
I know, but
LA Knight. I'm not saying LA Knight needs someone to talk
no, that doesn't make any sense. LA Knight having the manager. Whole point of having the manager is you need one. So you want somebody to talk to you.
Ric Flair talk for Triple H sometimes. Come on, man. Play the game.
That's kind of well. Anyway, let's move on. Jungle Boy is backstage. He's trying to, I don't know.
He's trying to find or murder Jack Perry in the back. What's Jack Perry doing?
Jack Perry is Jungle Boy, you fucking tool.
Well, that's a typo by writing headlines.
Hook is trying to find Jack Perry. I don't know. I didn't even see this, so I can't really comment on it. Jericho tells.
But Perry escapes. This seems like it's been happening for about a month.
That's 3 weeks in a row they've done the same shit.
But he's run and jumped into a car.
Anyway, Jericho is considering taking up the offer from Don Callis. Renee Paquette is in the back with Callis. Callis says Jericho is a fabulous athlete, but tonight he's going to make the announcement on who the 5th member of the Blackpool Combat Club is for Blood and Guts. And is it going to be Jericho? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, you'd have thought it looked like Jericho at this point. I would have rather have been Jericho. But then again, Jericho's stale. Actually, no, I think they made the right decision. Fuck Jericho, he's pish.
Damn. MJF and Adam Cole are doing some bonding. We see a video here. They're in the bar. MJF's upset that Cole didn't bring their t-shirt. The "We're better than you." I mean, who's gonna wear a wrestling t-shirt to a fucking bar? Come on, MJF, you fucking loser. I think this is, people are going to say it's entertaining. Look, and it's not bad, but I do think it's destroying MJF's character because MJF is supposed to be a bastard. He's supposed to be the devil, and we've got him being goofy, messing around, interacting, being friendly. And I get it, he's probably going to turn on and go, it was all bullshit, you know, I had you, I had you believing and all this shit. But at the end of the day, I still think it's destroying his credibility.
No, it absolutely is. And
the fact that he's even pretending that he so badly wants to be his friend.
But what about the way he comes out and says that Adam Cole, I studied your tapes. But that's legit. He won't take that back. He's trying to put Cole over. He studied Adam Cole's tapes. You don't study Adam Cole tapes, man. Just because it went straight to tapes. Honestly, you study Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, The Rock. Not Adam Cole, baby. Come on, man. No, it's the way he's a man-child.
I can't imagine studying Adam Cole tapes, watching this shit for 2 hours is enough for me.
No.
They're playing, so they're in the bar. MJF's like, oh, look at that, there's a bunch of hot women over there. But he doesn't really care. He say Cole only cares about Britt Baker. MJF then thinks, that's brave you, Cole, but here, 4 more for Daddy, and then that's it. MJF is going to get 4 chicks or whatever. Cole is drunk at this point, and he tells MJF that he'll wear the shirt if Cole does what he wants to do next. I mean, if MJF does what Cole wants to do next. MJF agrees. Then they go and play video games. MJF says he doesn't want to play video games. Video games are for virgin nerds, but he does it anyway. And then he says, you know what? When you've got someone to play with, this is quite fun. But he didn't have many friends growing up.
Quite embarrassing, isn't it?
Now both of them want to be the tag team champions. Imagine Kane and Undertaker fucking playing. You know what I mean? Sarah's busy getting stalked by DDP and like, fuck off, Sarah, and they just go into the Undertaker's room and start playing the PlayStation.
You want to play WWF SmackDown? Just bring it.
What the hell is happening here? Anyway, match 2, blind tag eliminator, Orange Cassidy versus Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia. Aye.
I thought Darby Allin appeared twice in this match.
Unfortunately not. Well, actually, fortunately did not.
Fortunately, yes.
I don't know. Danny Garcia and Sammy Guevara win. Strickland came out, caused an distraction or whatever. I mean, who cares?
I mean, look at the rating here. 3.25 stars. All 4 guys are so familiar with each other they could have had this match in their sleep. What? Get in the bin, man. 3.25 star match between these jabronis.
Adam Cole's backstage with Renee. He's on the phone with Britt. Roderick Strong shows up and he's concerned that Cole's actually beginning to like MJF. Cole says he's actually not a bad guy, and then he gets a text from MJF that reads, I just saw Brian Cage walk by. I think I have the flu. Is this like what, a bird flu cage joke, or is he making an excuse not to wrestle even though they have the match? Like I'm a bit confused here. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't understand this text. I feel like there's better text to do. It just sucks, doesn't it? But I mean, what is this blind eliminator tag team tournament? It's a mess.
Well, if you win this, you get a shot at the tag team titles, and
They would randomly just give out title shots anyway.
Yeah, they do win it. MJF and Adam Cole defeat Brian Cage and Big Bill. I mean, you look at Big Bill and Brian Cage, two guys that look like wrestlers, two guys that are jacked. Big Bill's like 7 foot. Brian Cage is like a muscular, big badass who's...
Brian Cage would probably weigh more than MJF and Cole combined.
But they lose. Cole comes in, hits the lures the boom, and that'll do it.
It's story time with Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah, they didn't have any expectations for the team, but now they expect to win the titles.
Oh yeah.
Good for them.
Good for them, brother.
Jake Hager heads into Jericho's locker room. He wants to know what the deal is. Jericho says that Callis has actually made some good points. Then Hager hands in the bucket hat. So Hager's basically handing in the cut here. He's like, you know what? I'm done. I'm out. Boom.
The only thing worse than the mines is
Take my hat.
Take my hat, buddy.
No, people say, oh, AEW is going to make Jake Hager a star. Jack Swagger was 10 times better than anything Jake Hager's ever done.
Mania matches for the belt?
What's he?
Actual world champion?
What's he fucking done in AEW?
Nothing.
Actually done hee-haw.
Right, so Owen Hart Cup match up next. Ruby Soho and Saraya. Well, she's with Saraya and Toni Storm. Taking on Sky Blue. What is this Owen Hart Cup all about? Like, what's the winner get?
Title shot.
So it's a number one contenders cup, but they're just plastering Owen Hart's name on it.
I think it's a title shot, but if it was a title shot, like, would Toni Storm not be questioning here, Ruby, what have you got to do when you win
but there's no other women in the division. That's the problem.
True. Anyway, Ruby Soho wins, beats Sky Blue, and she's making this weird face when she gets the cover.
I hear.
I'm sorry.
Ugly rat bastard.
Ruby Soho, I mean, there's a lot of people that they've said over the years weren't pretty enough to get hired, and they were wondering how they got hired, and I mean, some of them I don't agree with, but how come no one's ever came out and said Ruby Soho was too ugly to get hired? How come no one's... Because people have come out and say about Candice LeRae. I mean, Candice LeRae is a lot better looking than fucking Ruby Soho. Ruby
Soho looks like a rat. And the earrings, the tattoos, Honestly, man, should get the same rating as this show, a 1. A 1.
That's a generous 1. Then we got Nick Wayne versus Swerve Strickland. Who the fuck is Nick Wayne? I do not know.
The joke, John Wayne. The gunslinger.
Swerve Strickland beats him, for anybody who cares. I do not.
Oh, but John Wayne. It's just gymnastics, this match. I don't even know who John Wayne is.
This is the main...
I know who John Wayne is. I don't know who
but that was the main event. Well, maybe not the main event in terms of what was last, but that was the final match tonight.
We just watched SmackDown 2002 and it was The Rock against Kurt Angle.
I mean, fuck, in the week before that, it was Taker and Cena versus Angle and Jericho. I mean, look at those two fucking matches, and then look at what the AEW Dynamite's giving you. Nick Wayne versus Swerve fucking Strickland. I mean, what? Yeah. Something's got to give here. How the fuck did this go on last?
But it's not like any other match they could have put on could have been good.
But why not put the fucking MJF match on last?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Maybe it's because they were finishing with a big segment. They thought, oh, we want to break it up with a shite match, but...
Aye, big segment. It was epic, wasn't it?
Right, so Don Callis comes out again. I like you, Don, but I'm kind of sick of seeing you at this point. He's ready to announce the 5th member of the Blackpool Combat Club. He says Omega is an ingrate, whoever that is, who deserves the abuse. A coward and a punk. Kenny Omega comes down, he's got his eyes set on Don Callis. I hear the bell cry. That shite theme song.
You could have had me guess who that theme song was. I wouldn't have got it.
Anyway, Omega has got his beelining for the ring, but before he can make it, he gets attacked by 2 fucking guys. I actually thought they were security. Took me about 3 or 4 seconds to actually realise it was John Moxley and take a shitter.
Where's Wheeler Yuta?
Don't know where Wheeler Yuta is, wasn't here though. But don't worry, Kenny Omega overpowers John Moxley and take a shitter like they were nothing. But unfortunately for him, we have Pac, the bastard Pac, the executioner Pac, he's got a steel chair, boom, to the back of Kenny Omega, and Don Callis announces that Pac is the fifth man. Pac says he can't wait for this moment because he has had feuds with the Elite in the past, and Kenny Omega was the one that broke his nose, because Kenny Omega and everybody in this company is unsafe workers.
That's it. He broke his nasal passage or something, he said.
Some shite like that. Then they beat up Omega, they put the chair around the neck of Omega. Pac goes to the top rope. We're going to get Pac jumping off, maybe a double foot stomp to the chair, which is wrapped around the neck of Omega. A move that could literally, see if this happened. In WWE, this would be a move to write somebody out for 2 months.
Here's a transitional move.
Yeah, this is like Kenny Omega would have kicked out at 2 here, but Kenny Omega's like laughing, and he's like, "Ha! We know you don't know who our fifth partner is," and then all of a sudden they stop. They're like, "Oh well, who's the fifth partner?" Pops up on the screen, shows you a bunch of cars in Japan and some Japanese. This could have been fucking anybody. I mean,
even when it showed him, I didn't know who it was.
Who was it again? Shida?
Something
Shida?
Ibushi.
Oh, Ibushi.
I think it was something Ibushi. I don't know.
So what?
No, right. Let's just say what this is. This is cheap, right? That they're announcing a guy via the Titantron and he's not even there.
Yeah, they showed this fucking Titantron.
No, the simple announcement of this guy is what gave the Elite the upper hand on the Blackpool Combat Club. I could accept this, right, if it was Hogan, The Rock, or Austin or something, getting this like, holy fuck.
Yeah,
it's some guy who's pish.
And then the ratings will prove this. And then they're too busy looking at the Titantron, and then the Young Bucks come in from behind with steel chairs, and then you got Adam Cole or Adam Page. Fucking too many Adams in this company. He does the buckshot lariat clothesline, and it's almost like the Young Bucks and Adam Page were waiting on this whole thing to play out. Why were they allowing Kenny Omega to get his ass kicked?
I know.
Why were they allowing Kenny Omega to get a chair wrapped around his neck and Pac to go to... And Pac could have jumped off at any time. But they were waiting for this precise moment just for the Titantron to be revealed, to be like a gotcha. Seeing you think of it like from that standpoint, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
When did someone ever get revealed as like the mystery partner and it was via Titantron?
Imagine Hogan when he joins NWO. He doesn't come out, he doesn't drop the leg drop, he drops the
Titantron.
It's Hogan, it's on the Titan. Hogan's the third member, guys, come on! Like, what the fuck? Oh man.
Jericho debuts with a Titantron. See how it goes 1. Break down the walls of Jericho. It doesn't have the promo of The Rock, just the Titantron.
Survivor Series, you know what I mean? See, instead of Angle being the 6th member of the WWE team, WWF team, fucking Kurt Angle's Titantron just plays and The Rock rolls up Austin 1, 2, 3.
Down.
You know, instead of Angle coming out and actually helping get. I mean, what the fuck? This was garbage.
Anyway, I'm gonna give it a.
Kota Ibushi, that's the one. It is Kota Ibushi.
I'm gonna give it a 1.
Well, Wrestle Headlines gave it an 8.
Well, I don't know what they're watching. There's just nothing good about it. It's sloppy wrestling. It's either sloppy wrestling, right, or stuff that just looks fake. And I think there is a clear difference.
Yeah, once Omega gets up, he says that when all 5 members of the BCC are down, he's coming for Callis.
Who cares? I'm going for my TV remote, even though I watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, well, you can still turn off the TV with a TV remote, no?
No, it's your job, buddy.
Anyway, that's it, guys. I'm giving it a fucking... I feel like a 1's too generous. I'll give it a 1 just for the sake of it.
A 1.
A 1. There you go, guys. A 1.
A 1.
Magical 1.
1 cornetto. Give it to me.
Leave a like, leave a comment. I fucking hate watching AEW, man. I hate watching wrestling, but AEW takes the fucking cake. Yeah, that's it, guys. More videos coming today. Catch you in the next one. Peace.